What is going on, everybody? It's Alex coming back at you with another video, and today we are doing another mock draft. I was gonna do a second round to my previous mock draft because that's what I promised you guys, so I will be fulfilling that on this mock draft. However, the draft order changed, so obviously I can't continue with the same draft order. Don't think I'm trying to milk these draft things because of obviously like me trying to get views. Obviously, I want to get views. I want to bring you people in. We were at 93, now we're at 92 subs. I love that. Being able to get about 10 subs in about like 2 weeks is absolutely amazing. I love it. I love it. I love it. Almost at 100, guys. Let's get there. Let's get there. Trying to post every single day. Obviously, that's very hard to do when you have midterms in college and you are a finance major. Love that. Okay. So, let's have some fun. Hit that like button, subscribe. You know the drill. I mean, every single YouTuber that you follow probably does that. This is going to be realistic because was going to do the second round on the other one. Again, I will pause at the end of this one and then continue into my second round at another time. So, let's have some fun. First pick, Jets. We're going to be going T-Law here. This is a pretty obvious one. Obviously, Jets fans are going to run saying that Adam Gase is the problem. No, the Jets have had problems far before Adam Gase. Adam Gase is obviously a huge problem. We'd have to be a complete dumbass to say Adam Gase is not a problem. However, right now, with this draft, he is not the problem. Sam Darnold is the problem. I think Sam Darnold needs to go somewhere else and sit and learn, because I think that he was rushed into the starting position on a team that was not very good. Obviously, I think a guy like Trevor Lawrence, who is much more of a scheme-dependent type of guy, he's not my number one quarterback. I watched him play against Georgia Tech where he completely annihilated him. I did not see him get off his first read more than twice in the entire draft. I mean, the entire first half, and that's a little bit worrisome to me. So if you guys want to understand why I like Justin Fields more, that's why. I really don't see the progression. I don't see anticipation throws. He has insane talent. I'd be an idiot to say that this guy is not top 3 talent. But I'm a little bit worried about his processor. Now, number 2, I'm still digging this pick here. You know, at number 2, Penei Sewell definitely could be the pick here. Everybody's saying Justin Fields because Daniel Jones really hasn't been doing much. Daniel Jones has had 17 to 18 games to play, guys. I mean, Daniel Jones really hasn't done too much, but the eye test is there. He passes it. He has the ability. He needs to not fumble. Yes, I know this. And he needs to throw more touchdowns, especially to Darius Slayton, which he did today. Of course, I benched him. But Penei Sewell is going to be the guy here because Solder, he's not playing right now, but he's not playing up to what he should have been. And he's not playing, obviously, with Tom Brady, like the 3-second release time, 2-second release time. He's not going to be able to be as good. So they're going to probably cut him in the offseason, given the fact that all of his money is essentially non-guaranteed. So I would say get Penei Sewell, generational talent, once in 15 years type talent, and be able to lock down that right side of the line with Andrew Thomas, shift him back to left where he is natural, and be able to spend that money on the defense. I think that's going to be the biggest bang for your buck. Get Penei Sewell and kick some ass. Number 3, the surprise move up for the Falcons. I don't get this. However, this is TDN's thing. You know, I could do a custom draft order again, but the season's changed so much since when I did my own draft order that, I mean, I thought Philip Rivers was going to be a god, and he showed it today, but he really has been subpar. Now, the Falcons, you do not need a quarterback. Matt Ryan is not on the verge of being like complete ass cheeks, nor do I think they're going to be picking here. What I think they need is some edge presence, and Gregory Rousseau is the perfect guy for that. They might need some corner help because you lost quite a few pieces on that secondary, and they always get injured anyways. But they do not need a quarterback. People who say they need a quarterback, they do not watch Matt Ryan. He has some troubled games, but this dude has at least 3 years left in him. Let him rock, let him roll. I'm going Gregory Rousseau here. He is not playing this year. I was made aware in my last video. Thank you guys so much for letting me know. Again, I love your comments. Gregory Rousseau is going to be the pick here. 6'6", or he might be even 6'5", 250, 260 pounds. Insane level of talent, and he is just an absolute beast. Able to pick up 16 sacks in his inaugural first year as a redshirt freshman. He has the talent through the roof. And this team, the Falcons, are not going to be winning anytime soon. It's time for them to build around the young team and just basically stay semi-competitive with their skilled old talent. I think Greg Rousseau would be the excellent choice here. be able to build with a team that doesn't need to win right now. And now, at number 4, this is an obvious one. We're going Justin Fields here. You know, people will probably say Justin Fields should go number 3. I seriously, again, I'm a fan of Matt Ryan. I hate Matt Ryan in general, but he is so underrated now. He was so overrated before, so underrated now. Obviously, Justin Fields needs to come in and change this Washington franchise. Again, if Penei Sewell was here, I would think about bringing him in and then wait another year before getting basically the sloppy seconds of the draft. But Justin Fields is my number 1. I think this is a very realistic pick, and I think that's going to be an excellent one. Next, Jags. You guys kind of lost out on the Justin Fields and Trevor Lawrence train, but there's still plenty of options here. Again, Jamar Chase is not going to be a need here. This is a spot where I think there could be a trade back, if we're going to be honest. Trey Lance is not going to be the pick here. I don't think that he should be a top 5 pick. I don't think he should be a top 10 pick. Personally, I think he should be maybe a top 20 pick, just based on the fact that quarterback has exponential value. But realistically, I don't see the Jaguars going top 5 on a number 3 quarterback. I'm sorry, this is not last year where we had like a very top-heavy draft for quarterbacks. Again, people thought Justin Herbert was ass, but we got proven wrong. But at this point, we have to look at the options. Micah Parsons definitely could step in. You never know. Patrick Surtain could step in and then make a monster duo. The problem is, this is a spot where this is definitely a trade back spot. But if we're going to be honest, guys, we're going to be going Patrick Surtain here. I think he paired... I mean, again, you guys are going to be going crazy. I get it. There just was a first-round draft pick with... oh, shit, I just blanked on his name. Guy out of... CJ Henderson, beautiful, out of Florida. And he's a monster. They need to secure that other side. They need to. AJ Boye was an absolute beast. And then they brought in Jalen Ramsey. Or the vice versa. I'm pretty sure it might have been vice versa. However, it doesn't matter. Having 2 corners that are studs is never a problem. At this point, Micah Parsons is not really needed. They have a pretty good linebacker core. They just brought in Joe Schobert on a monster deal. It's not the time to bring Micah Parsons in. Again, this is a trade back spot. Like, this is going to be one where a team like the Dolphins could trade up and be able to get a guy like Jamar Chase. That's very simple. Very simple like that. Now, at number 6, there really is offensive line need here. I can't speak English. It is college, and it's freaking 10:30 at night, and I just completed an Italian writing exam. Oi! So, yeah, obviously we need linemen to death. We need it so badly. And last time I got Samuel Cosme here, but due to the fact that there is guard need as well, Alex Leatherwood could step in here and be so versatile. He was an excellent guard, excellent tackle. I think he'll be able to fit any role that this team needs, especially if in a future draft, an expert, like an amazing tackle like a Penei Sewell Part 2 comes around. They can draft him and then be able to move Leatherwood to guard and be perfectly fine. I think that's an excellent move by the Bengals. Protect your boy. You know, like they really need help. My other pick for this would have been Caleb Farley, because I think that he's an absolute stud. But we'll see how that goes. Now, at number 7, Vic Fangio. He is getting excited because Micah Parsons has fallen to him at number 7. Micah Parsons, some people say he's a top 15 pick. I say he's a top 5 pick. I just think he's an excellent player, and he's just across the board absolutely excellent. So I think Micah Parsons is that dude. He's going to be an excellent weapon here. And usually the Dolphins pick was down at number 6, and they would get Jamar Chase. However, the Lions are salivating because they need some speed in that wide receiver core. You know, they have Kenny Galladay, absolute stud. They have like Danny Amendola there, I believe. He's old, he's ancient, he's going to die. And they have Marvin Jones, who I believe they're going to cut or release if they haven't already. Jamar Chase is that super weapon that this team needs. They already have DeAndre Swift, who has just had a breakout game. He just had over 100 yards. I think he's going to be able to be a monster. I love it. I love being able to see the guys who I like turn into studs. Stealing the Jamar Chase from the Dolphins, which would have obviously been this pick. They're getting the sloppy seconds, but it is not too sloppy. Jalen Waddle, I just watched him play against Georgia. This guy is a freak. He's totally changed my attitude about him. I was so on the Devontae Smith train and away from the Jalen Waddle train. I think Devontae Smith is a top 20 guy. Jalen Waddle's a top 10. He's an absolute stud. You guys need to watch him. Absolute monster. Now, last draft we saw Kyle Pitts fall really far. I don't think he should fall as far as 19 again. which is gonna suck because he might. You never know. This is realistic. I don't think these are like the guys who I would take. But at this spot, there's just so many needs. I mean, we could be going Dylan Moses here because linebacker is quite an obvious need. But you know who I think they should take? Wyatt Davis. They just invested into an injury-prone player, and I think that being able to see Wyatt Davis, again, watch Ohio State's tape, you need to see how wide open J.K. Dobbins' holes are, and it's because of Wyatt Davis. He's just an absolute stud. I hope to God my computer freaking vacuum doesn't go off too loud, but like, you guys, before you judge me, watch Wyatt Davis's tape. You're going to have a young team. Like, you're going to have a very young line. I believe you have Hunt at right tackle. You're going to have Jackson at left tackle. You're going to have Wyatt Davis at guard. This team could have one of the best lines in like 3 years. I'm telling you. There's so much potential with this offensive line, and you need it with a guy like Tua pairing up with his boy Jalen Waddle. He finally threw his first 2 passes today. 2 for 2 for 9 yards. Woo! But now, number 11. This is an obvious one. We need to go to tackle here. Even though there really isn't that much talent at the top, which I think Samuel Cosmi is challenging for that number 2 tackle spot. It's obvious here that the left tackle spot needs to be filled, and Samuel Cosmi is the guy to do it. Samuel Cosmi is a Mel Kiper Jr. fanatic player. Mel Kiper loves this guy, and he's an absolute beast, and he's proven it so. I think that he is far better than top 26. I'm pretty sure that was 26. I don't even know. I think he's a top 15 player in this class. Absolute stud out of Texas, and tackles have so much value. So let's keep rolling. We don't want to keep you guys here for too long. My retention on videos is pretty shit anyways. But now, at this point, guys, you guys might want me to get Trey Lance, and that definitely might be the pick. You never know. But I think we need to get line here. I think we really do. And the problem is that there's not really much. The question is, do you want to put Creed Humphrey to guard, or do you want to put Elflein to guard? And I'm pretty sure Elflein is the center right now. I know he was a while ago. A while ago isn't like a year ago. But honestly, Creed Humphrey is a stud, and you need interior offensive line help. Badly. Like, badly, badly. And I'm not saying that just because TDN says so. I'm saying so because I watched the fucking Vikings, and they look embarrassing. Now, Trey Lance could be the pick, because it's pretty obvious that your good old boy Kirk Cousins is not the answer. But realistically, I think that Creed Humphrey could be a great choice here. I think that if you move Elflein to guard and put Humphrey at center, that's going to make this line exponentially better, because I think Humphrey has a better mindset than Elflein, and then Elflein can at least focus on being able to block only rather than just fully scheme. I think Creed Humphrey is going to be the excellent captain of that offensive line. I had him dropping to my Steelers, and it's kind of sad because that would be a dream for me, but it's just, this is the way it's going to be. Obviously, this is a trade back spot right here. I think that would be a great spot to trade back with a team that wants Trey Lance, but for the time being, since we can't do trades, I mean, we can, but you guys don't want to sit through that, and I don't either. Now, at this pick, 13, Zach Ertz will probably be traded. I'm not saying Kyle Pitts is going to be taken here, but Zach Ertz is probably going to get traded. Dallas Goedert is the answer there, in my opinion. But you do need linebacker like it's no tomorrow. And Dylan Moses, yes, he is saving the Eagles, coming in one of the worst linebacker cores I've ever seen in my entire life. Through the roof potential for Dylan Moses. This team is salivating. Let's go. Now, Panthers. Oh, Caleb Farley or Kyle Pitts? This is the question, guys. This is a big question here, because we all know Teddy Bridgewater is there to keep them in contention, to not make them look like they're tanking. You know, Teddy Bridgewater is a great bridge quarterback, no pun intended. But I think they either need to get a stud tight end, because obviously they don't really have the greatest tight end core in the world, in my opinion, or they can get a guy who is next level at cornerback. And I think we're going to be going the cornerback here. I like the kid out of Iowa. I'm forgetting his name. Ian Thomas. I think he has potential. I think they need to use him more. Caleb Farley is top 5 potential in this draft class. Top 5. It's insane how much potential this guy has. Oh, no. Oh, Lord. I'm at the freaking Raiders pick. This is not the pick that you want to be at. I love you, Raiders fans. You guys are very, very judgmental, and it is amazing. I love to look for your comments. But Caleb Farley, top 5 talent in this class, easy if he doesn't get injured. That's the only problem. Pairing him up with Dante Jackson would possibly give him the best corner core in the NFL. Like, I gave Patrick Surtain to the Jags because we just know he's going to be a beast. Caleb Farley has the potential to be better, but you don't draft in the top 5 for potential. You draft top 5 for knowing that they're going to change your franchise. Caleb Farley could end up injured and dead. You never know. 15. Now, we can go edge here easily, but I honestly, this last week, I think I've seen Cleveland Ferrell actually step his game up. Well, they need help on the interior, guys. It's either going to be Barmore or Wilson. I'm going to be going Wilson here. Wilson's an absolute beast. He has been for the past 3 years. Everybody's been saying he's a top draft pick, and I think he deserves to be so. So let's keep him in this role here. Let's make him go. Let him pair up with Maurice Hurst there on the interior and be able to kick some ass. Finally get some interior defensive presence for this Raiders team because they're stacked. They're stacked. Now, Trey Lance, this is where the pick is going to be. The Bears are going to get Trey Lance here. They need him. As a Bears fan as well, I mean, you guys are saying Steelers, Bears. Don't question it. I'll make a video eventually if you guys want to see that. Trey Lance is that dude. Okay? At this spot, he's that dude. He's the guy you want to take a shot on. And Nick Foles, he's showing that he's not really that dude. And we all know Mitch Trubisky's definitely not that dude. So Trey Lance definitely kind of going to be the answer, especially in the middle of this draft, being able to get a guy who has that potential. I think that's going to be the excellent pick here. And finally, the Bears will not overpay for a quarterback, so that's going to be wonderful. Now, I know you guys are going to kill me if I go for a tight end here. I don't think I can have them continue dropping to 19. It's just unrealistic. Now, we could be going Quincy Roche here because we did see Chandler Jones drop off big time, and he just got injured for the entire season. We could easily do that. But we got to keep our eyes open. I know Max Williams has been doing a good job. I know that you have Dan Arnold there. But are they Kyle Pitts? No. No, they aren't. I don't know why tight end isn't as much of a need here. I seriously doubt the fact that the Arizona Cardinals would deny Kyle Pitts at pick 17. This guy is an absolute weapon, and it is scary that he's falling this far. Every single time I do this draft, he's falling this far, and it's just disgusting to me. If we're going to be honest, it's disgusting to me. I mean, it could have been where Caleb Farley could have been swapped Kyle Pitts, and then we go Caleb Farley here and be perfect. But we're going to be going Kyle Pitts. Cardinals fans, get mad at me. I don't give a shit. Kyle Pitts is an absolute beast. Now, Niners, interior offensive line. I mean, you guys do need some offensive line help, but I don't think it's that big of a need. And corner core, they do kind of need some help. So, for them, I will be giving them Sean Wade here, be able to nurture a good environment there with Richard Sherman, being able to coach him up. He's going to be playing boundary corner this year. We shall see how he is. He might be drafted lower than this based on the fact if he can't transition. But he will be an excellent nickel corner regardless, and I think that's going to be a great choice. Now, at 19, safety's a need. But again, guys, watch my second round if you guys are mad with the first round picks. I'm telling you, you will enjoy it. We need to get corner badly. Tyson Campbell's an excellent corner. We're going to be picking him up for the Cowboys. Get a first round corner for a team that has 4 dudes on contract. Now at 20, at this point, it's a little bit scary with the Colts. It's true they need a quarterback, but there's not really much you can do. Tight end, not really a need. Running back, not a need. Interior defensive line, not a need. Edge, I don't know. I don't like Devontae Smith falling this far, and I know you guys don't either. I don't think Devontae Smith or Rondale Moore could be this pick. So we're going to be going Quincy Roche here. Be able to coach him up with Justin Houston and Kamoko Toure. I think that he's going to... You guys need to watch Quincy Roche. He's an absolute freak. I think that he's going to definitely prove his first-round quality. He's an absolute monster. And this is far better than where he should be picked. The only reason I say he should be picked here is because of the fact he's older. That's it. Only reason. So at this point, do we get baby Gronk or do we get a wide receiver weapon? That's a big question here. And for me, I'm not getting either of these guys. I'm getting an even better weapon. Rondale Moore has exponentially more talent to me than Devontae Smith. More speed, more route running ability, more catchability. I love Rondale Moore, and you guys need to love him too. This guy is on another level. His potential is beyond most of these wide receivers. He could be better than Henry Ruggs, in my opinion. That's how good Rondale Moore is. Just be careful. Watch out. He's more of a project. Just beware. He's a monster. Browns, what the fuck do we do with you? Honestly, what do we do with you? You don't need a tight end. You don't really need line. You don't really need anything. You just need a quarterback. And you're not in a position to. So, again, guys, check in for the next video because we'll probably be getting a quarterback for some of these teams. At this point, do you need a wide receiver? No. Not at all. What the fuck does this team need? You need edge and you need linebacker. You do need linebacker, like it's nobody's business. And for me, I don't think that we can really reach that far. That's the problem, guys. We can't reach that far. So looking at corners, you don't need a corner either, in my opinion. So let's look at edge, and I'm going to be going Boogie Basham here. Absolute monster out of Wake Forest, exponential potential, and be able to coach him up with like some of the best talent around. You know, Myles Garrett is an absolute freak. Be able to coach up Boogie Basham and get his potential through the roof. Bills, I don't really know where to go with you either. You know, there's some insane talent on this board, and it's really scary to me that a lot of this talent is falling. But we're going to be going Dylan Redunds here. We did it last time. Be able to continue to protect Josh Allen and make sure he doesn't do stupid shit. And Titans, we're going to be giving you Devontae Smith. I think this is too far for him to fall. I think you're just going to be getting a beautiful pick. Pair him up with A.J. Brown and be able to have a super weapon offensive, like super offensive core. I don't even understand how the fuck to phrase it. You're going to have a very powerful offense. Bottom line. There you go. Stupid phrasing. I can't speak English. Again, Italian exam, college, 10:30. Yeah, Devontae Smith's going to make this offense overpowered as all get go. Be able to have that speed with Devontae, that route running with A.J. Brown. You got Jonnu Smith there. You got the power with Derrick Henry. This team is scary. Now, at 25, so the question is, I think tight end is more of a need than what we think, guys. I think it's much more of a need than what we think. Gronk is not the answer. I seriously don't think Gronk is going to come back to his true form. And I think that O.J. Howard is not going to like being there. Cameron Brate isn't either. So Pat Freiermuth could be the next guy there. But similar to last draft, we're going to be going Rashad Bateman here, adding in much more of a route runner type. You have a weapon in Chris Godwin who can't stay healthy, and you have a big guy. Like, you could use the speed there, but I think Rashad Bateman is too good to pass up this spot. Be able to give Brady as many weapons as possible. His arm strength is weakening. You need more route runners rather than a guy like Scotty Miller. Just give him somebody who's actually good like Rashad Bateman. I think they were going to be going all in on Brady, and this is very realistic in my opinion. Now, at 26, man, there are some good choices here. We're going to be going Pat Freiermuth, though. Too good to pass up on. He's just an absolute monster. Now, at 27, the Steelers have a very interesting choice. They can go quarterback, which I don't think they're going to do. They never go quarterback. They could go offensive line. They could go Christian Barmore, who's an absolute beast. But they're going to be going a man named Travis Etienne. Now, they went Anthony McFarland. I always call him Antonio McFarland. Anthony McFarland in the 4th. He's not panning out. Benny Snell, one of the worst PFF grades for running. And James Conner, I love his story, but as a Steelers fan, he is so inconsistent with being able to actually run like an NFL running back. I can't watch it anymore. Be able to have him as your Mark Ingram and Travis Etienne as your Alvin Kamara and build an amazing offense around Ben Roethlisberger to be able to kick some fucking ass. Travis Etienne is that answer. I don't think he's going to be here realistically in the draft. Again, we can't predict everything in the draft. Nobody's draft's going to be perfect. There's going to be trades. There's going to be all this shit. Next, okay, Saints, you guys have a lot of issues, and I don't really know where to go with you. So why not get Brevin Jordan? I got him last time. We're going to be going Brevin Jordan again. Pretty much absolute monster. I could have him as tight end too, but he's not going to be taking second tight end in the draft. Pat Freiermuth will be. Brevin Jordan's an absolute beast. I love him to death. He's much better than David Njoku when he came out. Brevin Jordan, watch him as well. Miami's so fun to watch, except for when they go against Clemson. That's another story. 29. This is going to be an interesting pick. Packers, what do you need? You need weapons. Problem is, there ain't no weapons here. You're going to go Terrence Marshall Jr.? No, not at all. But can you go corner? You can go Paulson Adebo. That might be the way we go. But do you really want to sit back and be boring? Nah. You're going to get your ass chewed out because you're not going to give him Aaron Rodgers an offensive weapon. That's true. But you're obviously playing for the long game, the long haul, because realistically, I mean, Matt LaFleur hasn't shown any real desire to give Aaron Rodgers anything in the short run. And it's true. Watch the second round because obviously I will be getting some weapons for these guys. So we're stuck between Paulson Adebo and my guy, Daniel Faalele. I definitely butchered his name, but this guy's 6'8", 400 pounds. Be able to have him coached up by Bakhtiari and be able to give Aaron Rodgers more time, I don't think that's something you can pass up on. That's legit something I think that could push him into the first round, similar to how Mekhi Becton was. Daniel Faalele could definitely be the next Mekhi Becton. So, question is, do you guys need corner or do you guys need a tackle? And I like the defense for Green Bay, I really do. But I think we're going to need to go corner here. We're going to be going Paulson Adebo. Give him, I know, Packers fans, you're going crazy, cheeseheads. You're going crazy. But you do need to continue to bolster the defense because Aaron Rodgers is doing really well with that offense. Be able to give him more chances and build with him in the later rounds. Don't be a dick like LaFleur and not get him anything, but give him something in the later rounds, i.e. round 2, hint, hint. With Paulson Adebo, there's just not enough value on the board right now. There's a difference between when there's some excellent talent on the board and they just say, nah, fuck that shit, versus when there's no talent on the board and they're like, you know what, we need to get a guy who's been consistently hinted as a first-round cornerback throughout his entire career. Paulson Adebo's a stud. Pair him up with Jair Alexander and you could have one of the best corner cores in the NFL. It's just insane the amount of potential here. Okay, I've done this multiple times. Aiden Hutchinson seems like a guy for the Ravens. I'm going to be going Kwity Paye here. I think that we can't disrespect him too much. Christian Barmore is a stud, but I just can't find a spot for him realistically in the first round. Really can't. There's not really much here. Next, Jets, you need help with everything. So you know what I'm going to help you with? Something that you really need help with. Offensive line. Josh Myers is going to be a stud. Again, similar to Wyatt Davis. Look at those holes in the offensive line. Josh Myers is an excellent center. I think he can basically, like, the left side of the line's great. The right side of the line needs so much help. We'll fix that up in the next round. But yeah, they need help, and this pick is going to be crucial to helping build that offensive line for Trevor Lawrence so that he's not a complete bust coming into this shit system. Now, I don't know why they have the Chiefs winning the Super Bowl. I seriously doubt that at this point. I just don't feel it. And even though Patrick Mahomes is an absolute beast, I'm not a Patrick Mahomes hater, but yeah, I seriously have no idea why they're doing that. But wide receiver is not a need. Well, that's complete bullshit. But they could be going after a guard. Duvernay Tardif is not my type of guy, and I forgot who. I think Collegio Assembly. He's not my type of guy either. We're gonna go Trey Smith, and he has the potential to kick out to tackle. I think that's gonna be an excellent option for this team. Be able to have a former number 1 overall lineman in the nation come in and be able to help out your boy Patrick Mahomes, your $500 million man. So let me know what you guys think. Obviously, this went a bit different than my last draft, so I'm appreciative of that. So let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button. I'll see you on the far side. Peace.